Now, let's bring you to Gauteng, where the community of Kliptown Township in Soweto is threatening court action against the Gauteng Department of Infrastructure Development. And this follows the DID's plans to spend 7 billion on the Kopanong Precinct Development project, which the community says smacks of poor planning on the part of the Gauteng government and undermines their needs. Well, to tell us a little bit more about that, I'm now joined by George Mohlala from the Greater Kliptown Leadership Forum. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you very much.
So are you against progress? I mean, surely the building of a modern precinct in the inner city is a good thing.
Yes, it's a good thing on a city, and the good thing about it is that they are developing infrastructure. But for what purposes? Because we've got thousands of people that are homeless, that are still living in shacks, that are still living in very, very demoralizing situations and places where there is no total development. Now the government is taking about 7 billion just to renovate offices, you know, and then we don't get it because this is not a housing development. If they were saying that they are renovating these flats and offices to house our people, you know, which is what we've been asking them to do, to say that if we are saying that we are developing the inner city, we've got too many buildings that needs to be developed, but give it to our people. We don't have land, as we are saying. You can't give us development in Kliptown. So how about them maybe developing about 3 or 4 of those and come and house our people there?
So what about the argument that says that, look, if we build businesses, generate office space, it will create jobs, and those jobs will be received by people who could then buy housing?
But now we are talking about something that is not actually happening, because now in South Africa what we are facing in terms of jobs, we can all see that people are losing their jobs left, right and center because of the fourth industrial revolution. So what I'm saying is, with the precinct, they have explained it, that what are they going to be developing it for? And then it does not address the issues that we are saying, that we've got a high blockage of housing in Gauteng province. And at this present moment, also in the CPD, there is that kind of a problem. So it is not going to assist us to say that they are going to, what kind of jobs are they going to create those jobs? Are the jobs that are in line with the fourth industrial revolution? So it does not actually, it's not clear to say that if they say they're going to create jobs, what kind of jobs are they going to create? Because at this present moment, we know that they want to, the bulk of their development is for government offices. Government offices for what? People need to be on the ground and service the people and give people service delivered. We need development in townships. We need development in informal settlement. We need development in rural areas. We don't need development in cities like this one, because here development, even if you can bring development, people need to come here to work here and look for work here. They need to still take transport to come here. 99% of people who are living in Kliptown are unemployed. When you develop, how are they going to benefit from this project? Now the people from Kliptown telling me, how are they going to benefit in this project? How many people are you going to employ in this project? You understand? So for us, we know it's another waste of money. We know that they want to waste money, or maybe they want, we don't know.
So is this either or for you? I mean, is it let's build houses and not offices and refurbish, or can they try and do both?
What we are saying is, we need to look at reality at this present moment. Everybody can see that the country is angry. People are angry in our country. Why our people are angry? People are landless. People have got no jobs. People got no hope. So what you are building is like these people are intriguing our anger, because, as I'm saying, this 7 billion that they are going to spend developing the inner city, it is not going to be in the better benefit of our people. For instance, we'll just make an analysis that you check the people who are benefiting in the inner city. Who are those people who are benefiting in the inner city? Are our people benefiting in the inner city? Are our people going to benefit in the inner city? As I'm saying to you, go back to our townships and see. The whole of Soweto and Kliptown, people are sitting and not working. People are all over the south, the deep south and Johannesburg. People are taking land. Why people are taking land for themselves? So that is a question that is what needs to be addressed with all this money, instead of them misusing them, because now it's misusing the money. You can't just take 7 billion and develop a city while we still have people that are living in shacks. A lot of that is like they can't. We don't understand why they're doing that, because when you ask them about development, like now, the government is building about 18,000 houses a year. And then you look at the allocation of budget when they allocate for housing development in the province. It's a little money compared to what the backlog says. So how about they allocate a lot of money? People are still using bucket systems. Why can't they give us that money? Why can't they build us toilets? We still don't have streets, still live in shacks. We don't have electricity. All of those things, they need money. When we go to them and ask them about these things, they will be telling us about project this, project that, project this. But they can take 7 billion and build offices. As we're speaking now, the government itself is releasing staff. So who are they building those offices for?
Have you engaged the Premier and the Department of Infrastructure Development?
We have been engaging with the government on numerous occasions for years now in Kliptown. And it's sad because it seems like our cries are falling on deaf ears, you know, because all the time they keep on promising us development, but it's only development when they come to impress us. But practically on the ground, you can't do it. The only thing that they can do is they have brought the development where they build Walter Sisulu Square of Dedication, a big white elephant in front of our faces. You see the beautiful square, and then you see the shacks this other side. And as I'm speaking with you right now, they are building a private hospital right inside the shacks. 99% of the people are not working, are building a private hospital. Who's going to use that? The Walter Sisulu Square I'm telling you about, our people are not even working there. So why are they keep on building all these big businesses and they say that it's for business and job opportunities? For who? Because our people are not working. Our people got no houses. Then they must tell us that if they say they develop these things, for who are they developing for?
So what are you hoping this court action will do? Is it to force the government to reallocate its spending?
We think now is the time for our government to actually prioritize what matters most to the people of South Africa as a whole. And more especially in Kliptown. Kliptown, it's in 1950.
But is this something you take to court? I mean, surely the courts won't interfere in how government spends its money.
We are the government. Let's start there. We are the government, and this is the problem in our country. Even the courts themselves, they need to understand that the people are the government, and we, the people, are saying that we want our money to be spent in a certain way. This is our money. It's not their money. So they are misspending the money. What we are saying is that instead of them to, if then they want to do that, then let them first give us those services that we want. Why? What is the reason? Why can't they give us our development? What Kliptown has done to them so much that they still want us to use the packet systems after 25 years of democracy? The Freedom Charter was adopted in Kliptown. All 10 clauses of Freedom Charter that they speak about, good social service and all that, none of those are happening in Kliptown. What's wrong with that? If they can spend 7 billion in renovating the city that has already been developed before, Kliptown has never been developed. We are still a disadvantaged community. We are not a previously disadvantaged community. Or the city was maybe previously, but now it's advantaged. We are still living in apartheid. In Kliptown, you are still seeing the pain that the people that live under apartheid still see. When it's raining time, we are living like pigs. It's mud everywhere. So you can't tell me that I will be happy to see the government spending such big money developing something that I'm not even going to benefit from. You see. So for us, we are saying that can they take that money and try to give it to the people, give the people the land. Now the government is introducing new policies where now the people must pay for their service stands. Why can't they just give people these things? Because people fall for people. We've got no work. We are not working. People are not working. So we can't allow such money to be wasted. For us, it's a waste because we want to understand who's going to be in the office if the government.
Kliptown is but one area in Gauteng. Are you working with similar project groups in other parts of the province to come to the same outcome? Because there's housing shortages in more than one
Yes,
area.
we are in communication with many housing committee groups across the country and across Soweto as a whole and Gauteng. More especially in the deep southwestern Joburg, because there is a big problem in terms of housing blockage in that site. As we have seen, people are self-allocating themselves. We are communicating with a lot of leaders in different areas to say that what can we do for our people? We are communicating with government. Land is there. Instead of government releasing the land, they are playing their political tactics. We've got an issue of forest state, we've got an issue of Southern Farm. The land is there, it's got a lot of stands for people to be given stands there. To say why the government is holding that, we don't know. So we are constantly meeting as leaders to say that this thing of government spending such a lot of money in terms of giving it to the people so that they can get houses and better service deliveries. If need be for us to stop it, we'll have to stop it. Okay. And then if they want to take us serious, they will firstly have to develop us, and then they can take their money and do whatever that they want to do. But before they firstly beautify the city, let them beautify the shacks that we are living in. We also want to live in skyscrapers like they are beautifying the skyscrapers in Johannesburg.
Okay, Mr. Mohlala, we're going to have to leave it there, but thanks so much indeed for coming through and sharing the thoughts of the people of Kliptown. And we'll try and engage the Department of Infrastructure Development to give us a sense of how their projects are moving forward. Thanks so much indeed for your thoughts.
We hope that they do listen to us, because we are really serious with what we are doing. We will take actions, very, very serious actions. We have started with the Johannesburg people of Kliptown. We are in communication with South African Human Rights Commission. They are busy with the investigation now. So we are taking this matter very, very serious. We are not going to take it lying down. 25 years is too much. In 1903, Kliptown was classified as an informal settlement. Even today, it is still like that. Okay. So we can't live like that.
All right, Mr. Mohlala, we're going to have to leave it. Thank you so much indeed for coming through, sir.
No, thank you very much, sir.